We made it to Klutch Kickers round 2, and it is monsooning. So this is round 2, second season to the first season. If you don't know what Klutch Kickers is, it's they're paying out 20 grand each round, which is really cool because basically that brings out a lot of really good drivers from top level of FD Pro 1, Pro 2, good grassroots guys from all over the country. It's very good competition, moral of the story. And it's a big field of drivers. So we did all right last season. This season, off to a rocky start. First round, had a car issue. Did everything we could to try to fix it. Couldn't get it figured out. Turned out to be clogged fuel injector, so we fixed that. Between the last round and this round, fixed everything we could think of. Suspension stuff, just went through the whole car. So hopefully she's rock solid this round. Oh, the rain's getting intense. Look at that. But who knows what's gonna happen. Drivers meeting is like right now and it's just still monsooning. So today is practice, qualifying. Tomorrow is top 64, top 32, so on and so forth. But things aren't looking too hot. All right, well, we got a wall in the range and Juku's entire tent just ripped off the trailer. Oh! It is over there. Absolutely insane. Power line down across the track there. Steven's tent flew into my truck and then got caught under his truck. There's a brace jug under my truck. Dude, right when it got really bad, I shut the back door of the trailer, and then it got so bad I went to shut this door as I came in and I couldn't shut the door. I physically couldn't shut the door. It was the wind was pulling it open. That was nuts. My tent's pretty good. We got one casualty. Like a bolt up there. Gotta try to put that back together. All right, well, it's only before noon, but it's canceled for today. They're gonna move everything to tomorrow, so there'll be no qualifying. I think they're going off championship order, which I'm way down in the championship because I didn't even get to battle last time because my car broke. I did qualify at least, so I'm probably like 40th or something. All comp tomorrow, which is good because I'm not sure how long the new tires are gonna last, so we should have plenty of tires now. But we need to rebuild and collect ourselves. The power's out because the power line's down. Everyone's stuff is exploded. Look, there's another broken tent. I think my tent is the only one that survives. That Pennzoil tent, dude. She's a unit. Look at Ben's tent. Destroyed. More aftermath over here. All the down tents. All right, well, we went to Walmart because one, I got a battery last night because this one doesn't last more than like half an hour before it starts dying. We also got gas cans. Drained my truck fuel tank to try to fix the sump thing because we think the strainer's clogged. Been having intermittent issues. And we all got Crocs. Croc gang. I have 2 pairs at home. I didn't bring any. Raldo was the only one who came prepared. We all 3 bought Walmart Crocs because everyone's shoes got completely soaked. Several people from here were all at Walmart at the same time, all buying Crocs. It's pretty funny. All right, well, you can see my sump there. The truck was running weak on the way here. You can just tell it doesn't have enough fuel. So it seems like there's some sediment or something caught in that screen. Kind of works out that we have this empty day to try to resolve the issue. So there you go. That's the problem. So it's caked there, and you can see the way this goes on. There's this aluminum block, and it only basically feeds from the 2 slots. Oh, I wasn't even showing you that. You're getting soaked in diesel. It only feeds from there and there because it's got a bolt on. So that's right where it was. Caked it. So I'm glad we did this. It sucked, but it was worth it. All right, well, we're headed back to the track for day 2. We did not drive at all yesterday, so we've got 1 hour of practice today and then straight into competition. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. All right, so we are now running a 225 NT01. So I was running 245s before, but we switched to Nitto. Nitto came on board as our tire sponsor this year. And basically we went down to a 225, but it's 100 tread wear versus 200 tread wear. Should in theory be grippier. The question is, will it last 4 laps here? I'm really hoping it does. If it does, we're in good shape. If it only lasts 2, we're gonna be limited on tires. So we'll see how it goes. It's like a good and a bad thing. We only have 4 laps because obviously we won't go through that many tires because we only have 1 practice session. Bad thing is, gotta feel out the tire and different tire pressures and what it likes and what it feels like in 4 laps. So it's not like we're coming here tried and true. So This is also the first round, aside from last round when the car broke, with the car with the long tubes making a good bit more power. So should be very different from last year. Just hopefully there's no new issues that arise. Fingers crossed. No old issues either.
As fast as your car can go. And we know who has fast cars. So don't treat your 1,000 horsepower car like it's a single overhead cam KA. Please, it's blaringly obvious.
All right, we're going out for our first run. We have the 225s on, so we've got an hour of joint practice, so all 50, 60 drivers, and then we'll have an hour of individual practice. We don't know what the grip's gonna be like, both with the tires and the track. We're gonna have to air down. The track has some dirt spots. Just be aware. All right, going out for run 2. Hard to tell grip levels yet. We'll see how this pans out. Feels grippy there. Since they went off points, and we got no points last round because the car broke, it's as if we qualified 40th, which we normally wouldn't qualify that bad. So anyway, first battle we're going against a guy named Emerson. I battled him at some point, I don't remember, a few rounds ago, like last season. E36 turbo. If we were to win that, then we go against an FT driver, Rome Charpentier. If we were to win that, then we'd most likely be against another FD driver, Kevin Lawrence. Stacked bracket. Like making it into the top 16 would be a feat, let alone anything better than that. So, kind of a bummer that we didn't get to qualify because I usually do up pretty good in qualifying, but we're gonna have to work for it, and that's the whole point of being here. So far, the old NT01s are holding in there like champions. They look sweet from the back too. I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but just the tread pattern poking through. So we've done 3 laps. 2 of them were hard laps. The first one wasn't that hard of a lap, but still 3 laps, and there's an easy 2+ laps left. So I think we should be able to consistently get 4 out of them, I think. It's warm, it's not hot. I don't know. Anyway, good. They didn't die in 2 laps. They got good grip. They feel good. Car feels good. Still feels a little down on power from when I had drive-by-wire, but that could be my imagination. Could be throttle response, but we're just pushing it now. It runs cool. I'm tired of sitting in my car. All right, well, the bracket has changed. I guess there was a couple names missing. Completely changed the bracket. So now we have Tyler Berry, top 64, which he's got a seemingly pretty fast LS E36. And then Taylor Hull, top 32. If you flash back to round 5, Same thing happened. The bracket was set, they changed it. I had to go against Taylor Hull top 32, which he has won the last season. This car is the fastest car here. Can't head in there. Very fast. My car should be faster this round. It'll be a good way to gauge our speed, but man, that's a tough cookie. Top 32. You know, we don't go against people that good until top 16 or better. I just got to make sure to not touch him this time. Touched him last time. It did not go well.
You gotta go kill mode.
I thought so. So, no touching. But, I mean, the car feels good. Tires feel good. We got tires stacked up, ready to go. We're going to do a couple more runs on this set. Just see how they feel as they get to the end. And then switch to another set, run those. Maybe we'll run for the first battle if they're still good. But we should have enough now that I know they're going to last 4 good laps. So, anyway, that's enough jibber-jabbering. It's time to go drive. We're going out for our group practice. Smaller, half the drivers, so we should get some more runs in. Don't have the same tires, gonna just see how they do. Goes up 10 degrees. If it only goes up 5, I was pedaling it. Alright, we're going to try to chase this time. I haven't done a chase yet. We've been doing leads. See what the car's like with these tires in chase. Feels really good in the lead. Car makes really good grip. It's very controllable. I can flick it into that last turn and just get on throttle and just drive through it. Alright, so that's the car we're going against in top 64. Tyler Berry. I don't know the exact combo on the car. It seems like an aggressive NALS of some sort. That's battle number 1. Alright, we're lining up with the guy that I'm gonna battle. Hopefully he lets me follow him after this. This is 6 really hard, well, okay, 2 of the laps weren't that crazy, and then 4 hard laps, like as hard as I'm gonna drive, and there's still a lap where, like, they still had grip at this level, which is great. That was like really the first tandem I've done with the long tubes at comp, because last round the car broke right after the first practice where we were mainly practicing for qualifying. So his name's Tyler Berry. The car seems fast. He was really nice to follow. He was smooth, nice angle. He threw down a great lead, so it's going to be a really good battle. It's going to be a tough one. For top 64, it's going to be a hard battle, but I mean, either way, it should be a fun one, and that's what we're here for. We're here to have fun, battle, progress, so we'll see how it goes. Dude, look at this. Is this planned? Are they just practicing?
All right, everybody take a look up in the sky. You got a cool little flyby going on here.
All right, we're getting ready to go off for our first battle. We got one more buy run in front of us. I followed first because I've qualified lower because they went off point standings. I didn't battle.
Hey, get the juice.
I'm gonna try.
Get the juice.
I'm gonna try. Good job. So drift competitions, you have a lead and a follow. The higher qualified driver gets to lead first, and that gives them a slight advantage because then they know if you did really bad in your follow, they don't have to risk it or push it when they follow you. All right. We're ready. Another battle. Did you drop a tire in the lead? Yeah. Okay, because I hit you there. Yeah. I wasn't sure what happened.
I got up on it and then it just barely rolled off.
Yeah, it was just like a slight bit, and I was like, I didn't realize it until I saw the mud. I was like, oh, maybe he dropped the tire. Because I was like close, and I'm like, man, I gotta get closer. That was a sick battle, dude. Great lead, dude.
Man, you got the win.
Oh, thank you. Dude, that was an awesome battle. That was sick. Hell yeah. First one in. That's always the hardest. Dude, the worst thing about battling someone nice, the good thing is you know they're gonna not play games. The bad thing is you feel bad. You know, like I wish he could win. I wish we could both win. That was a sick battle.
Dude, so good.
That was intense.
So good.
I didn't realize he dropped a tire when I hit him, and I was like, I'm screwed. And then I saw the mud, and I was like, oh.
Dude, so good.
Oh. Thank you. That was awesome. That was awesome. It was. It was fun. It was fun. He did a great job. Yeah, well, I hit him too. I didn't realize you guys dropped, so I was like, oh, I'm an idiot, like, because I was close, and I was like, I gotta get closer. This is comp, like, oh yeah, I gotta get closer. Oh, that was a fun battle though. He's great lead. Yep, great lead. Good job, thank you. Yes, thank you. All right, so next we have Taylor Hull, and we got to go full kill mode for that one. That's going to be rough because we battled him before. We were close. We got lost on the run-up. The key is going to be to not get lost on the run-up. Car feels faster on the run-up on these tires. So we just got to go with like no rear pressure and hope for the best. Wish us luck, boys. I did manage to mess my door up. First event with the new door. Why? But we're about to go out. I'm gonna send it. I just gotta make sure I do not touch it. No touch. No touch. And the run-up is gonna be crucial. If I can keep up with him on the run-up, I have a chance. If I screw up the run-up, it's hard. It's hard because he could see that I'm next to him and let off for a second, then I let off and he gets in it. There's so many things that can happen on the run-up. So I just gotta try to time it right. If I time it right, we might be in good shape. Time it. Run-up. Key. Alright, so I was a little bit confused here. I saw his hand out the window. I was like, is he trying to tell me to stop? So we stopped. I realized, oh, they must have restarted this. As far as I know, this was the only restart of the weekend. I don't think there was another one. And the reason was because he waited too long to go after the lights were out. So you can see here, lights are counting down. I'm starting to move, and he waits a full second plus before he goes. Now, the reason this is a problem is because when you're going against the faster cars, the chase driver, you're allowed to jump to try to get that a little bit of a run before they go and keep up on the run-up. If they sit at the light for a second or 2 seconds, then you are going to be halfway down the run-up before they ever leave. You're going to have to let off, then they're going to come flying by you, and you're going to be worse off than if you got gapped. So I was really worried about this going into this run, so I said the run-up was so important because I knew if I jumped, there was a possibility he would sit, and that would throw me off, but I knew if I didn't jump, he would probably take off really quickly, and it would be hard to keep up. So the run-up here was crucial, so they restarted it. We're going to try again to get a good jump run. I don't want to jump too hard because I don't know what's going to happen. I'll admit, it kind of frazzled me, the restart, so I'm trying to keep up with him on the run-up. If I can be with him on the entry, we have a shot. So let's try this again.
Ray making the trip.
So you can see I hesitate a little bit on the jump, which I shouldn't have, but not too much of a gap is created. We keep up decently. He does a flick entry. We come in here. I'm like, all right, we're with him. We're with him. Car felt good. This is the fastest the car's ever felt. I felt like I didn't have much trouble keeping up. Coming into here, I don't know if he slowed down. I just chucked it in too hard, whatever. But I went to a bunch of angle that caused this gap. Then I transitioned completely blind through the smoke. Really messed up that transition, may have dropped a tire on the inside. I knew I was going to be at a little bit of a deficit because of that. You know, when you see drivers drive through the smoke and you think, how do they do that? You literally can't see. At that point with that much smoke, I couldn't see the track or him. So blind phase transition, a little early, but you know, it was a decent follow all in all. Now it's time for us to lead and throw down. Yeah, I dropped a tire behind him, so.
You got it.
Ah, yeah, buddy. Oh!
Congratulations, sir. You got that.
Thank you. Oh, we did it, boys!
Get it? Was it you? I didn't.
We did it! Ooh, that was a wild ride, dude. Alright, this car is our next battle. It's a Boss S14 JZ dog box. Pretty wild car. We did follow him in practice. He drives with a lot of angle and style. So just got to try not to get choked out anywhere. I aired the tires up because the track's going to be grippier now that it's cooler out. We'll see how it goes. We have been waiting for a while. There's been a lot of debacles and setbacks. And as you can see, it is getting dark and we're just now starting the top 16. So it's gonna be a long night, boys, assuming we continue to go around. We gotta do that first. All right, well, it's dark now, but we are finally going up for top 16. I'm not great at driving in the night with the glasses. It seems to be a thing. I don't know. It could be me making excuses, but. So at night, when the temperature drops, the track has more grip on your warmed up rear tires. But if you do not warm up your front tires, it can be a problem. And I'm really bad about warming up my front tires because I'm one of those people, I'm like, it doesn't really make a difference. But it does at night. And as you can see here, I don't put any effort in to warm up my front tires. Foreshadowing, it just made this a little tough. Nothing crazy happens, don't get too excited. So again, nothing too crazy happened, just the lack of warmed up front tires caused the car to have a lot of understeer. So through this section it wasn't too bad, I wasn't having to get on the left foot brake hard,
But then coming into here, I chucked it in as he slowed down. Same thing here. I go to surge on him as he slows down, and I start understeering and locking up the fronts here. I managed to get it back under control, transition a little too early here, get on the brakes, start locking up the fronts again here, understeering, locking up the fronts. I basically had way more rear grip than front grip, and I was fighting it hard. That was a bit of a mistake.
Box 14 lead and Taylor ready, takes them down.
That was pretty wild. I kept locking up the fronts. May have needed to drop front tire pressure for the night. Oh, I didn't warm them up enough. I didn't really warm them up at all. That was a workout. That was rough. Not better than that. I kept surging on him when he would slow down, and then I would check up really hard, and I was understeering. The front should be warm now.
Alright, so going into this battle, I know I gotta clean it up. I know I can't do the crappy surging stuff. I know I've gotta keep it smooth behind him. I had too much grip. So here he starts off a little shallow. I kind of catches me out, so now I'm playing a little bit of catch up because I had to check up to go wide. We come through here, everything's flowing pretty well. I'm a little inside of him. I'd like to be a little wider, but all in all, this is going well so far. So at night, you target fixate on the car in front of you, and I just target fixated on him, and when he was gonna transition, but we have very different transition styles. I do a quick one, he does a long kind of on power one, and transition too early, dropped a tire in the grass. I thought it was all over. I'm just gonna go balls out on my lead.
I mean, we tried, boys, but we screwed up. How are the tires?
We're good.
Well, one more time again. I mean, either way, we work for it. All right, take 3. I just gotta not screw up that last transition. That was better. That was better.
All right, so this time I knew I could not screw up that last transition. I knew that that was really important. So we take off. Luckily, my car was super fast on the run up this round, so I didn't have much trouble having to jump people. He has a nice entry this time, a little wider. I'm able to kind of keep with him a little bit better through that first turn. I play it safe here in the touch and go because you can really get caught out there. I get up on him here, and at this point, I'm like, don't look at him, look at the track. And I realized I thought we needed a transition, and we weren't even there yet. So I was able to actually get the transition right this time, tuck right back in on his door, not drop a tire. I'm happy with that one.
That was better. Good job, dude. We did it, boys. Top 8. I changed tires again. Gotta blew my tire allocation on those one more time. I just had to clean up that follow.
Alright, so going into this battle, I was originally smart, and I had my tires set at a little higher pressure than I'd ran the battle before because the car had so much grip. But I'm like, it's Dirk Stratton, He's got like a crazy Lingenfelter 454. He's running big sticky tires. He's in a Vet, which is fast. I was like, I gotta go dang near full kill mode. So I did, and man, it was almost too much grip again. What do you know? Didn't learn my lesson, but overall, I had a pretty decent battle. There's like a couple of bobbles where I dove in and couldn't get the car to snap to angle because I had so much grip, but overall, in the grand scheme of things, I'm pretty happy with that.
Some mistakes, but not too bad. Car is hooked up. Not very down that much.
When you're sitting there after the battle waiting for them to announce, it is so stressful, especially when it takes like 5 minutes for them to decide. You know it's close and you're like, what happened? Did I win? Did I lose?
Congratulations, you got the win. Hey,
Good job.
super close, but yeah, I got it just by that much, man. It was a hell of a battle.
It was good.
You did good.
It was good. Well, we got close. That was a good battle.
Well, Ben made it to the finals. We don't know who won yet.
Your first place starter. Ben Jones. Congratulations, guys. Thank you again for all the fans hanging out with us. Thank you everybody on the live stream. Thank you to the staff. Klutch Kickers guys, put your hands together for Klutch Kickers staff.
All right, well, we made it back home. It is time to get the old car unloaded. So happy with how this thing did this weekend, man. This thing, oh, it is at its absolute best. The extra power, the extra grip, like this car felt amazing. It's so fun to go out there and compete against pro cars, you know, pro drivers with 800 to 1,000 horsepower and dog boxes and winner's quick change with a junkyard L92 with a cam in it, a stock 350Z trans, and a stock 488 diff. It's amazing how well these cars work. But yeah, anyway, the old girl's a trooper. The old girl is a weapon. I mean, we had a very stacked bracket. That was, if we could have taken it all the way, that would be like the most stacked bracket I could come up with. If I said, let me make the hardest bracket for myself, that would be it. That whole no qualifying really shook things up. So that was a lot of fun. We had some really good battles, really close battles. Like, that's what it's all about. Just good, clean, close battles. Oh my gosh, it was so much fun. So much fun. I'm glad old Benny Boy could take home the W for the old LS Miatas. These things work, man. Watching his last few, man, that was a roller coaster. If you didn't see it, he battled Adam. I knew that was going to be a tough battle. Adam was driving really well this weekend, and I missed the first half of it because my battle had just ended. And as I came up, I saw that Adam was like reinitiating drift, and I was like, oh my gosh, Adam's straightened. So that was crazy. Then he gets on to the final four against Troy Manners, and he basically spins it in the lead. I'm like, oh no, it's over. And then the next run, Troy spins it in the lead. You're like, what just happened? We're in the finals and both of them spun? This doesn't make any sense. So they won a couple more times. Ben eventually got the win. And then when he battled Dirk, who I battled in the finals, Dirk spun behind him on transition. It's like he snapped a little too hard and just spun it. And I was like, oh my gosh, Ben's got it. Ben's got it. And then Ben spun in the last turn. You're like, what is happening? I think the dark and like it running so late because of all the delays, because of all these freaking people protesting, I think that had a big factor. I think I was exhausted, by the end. We didn't get to the hotel till like 1 in the morning. So anyway, I'm jibber jabbering on here. It was an absolute blast. Huge congrats to Ben. That is so cool. So cool. Miata gang for the win, man. Here I was thinking about building a different car. All I had to do was put some NT01s on this dang thing. I think I did kind of kick myself in the knee by putting too much grip in it. You know, I haven't had a ton of time with these tires to know different pressure levels. I mean, the track grips up a lot at night. I think I went a little too heavy on the grip for pretty much my top 16 battle for sure, because I ended up airing up a little bit. And when I battled Dirk, because I knew his car was going to be fast. The Vets are super fast in drift. He was running a big sticky tire. I went against my better judgment. I had gone with higher pressure because of my experience of the battle before that, and I aired down even more. And the problem is when you have too much grip, it's kind of hard to like float the car out or keep it floated wide, things like that. From what I understand, the battle between me and Dirk was super close and really came down to coming into the touch and go. He went wide when I went wide in my lead, but in my follow, I didn't go as wide as him because I just snapped to angle and I couldn't float it out there because I had so much grip. So anyway, moral of the story, lessons learned. We learned a lot this round. Really stoked on the tires. They felt amazing. The car felt just incredible overall. So this thing's an absolute weapon. I mean, the fact that my car felt faster than his on a 225 is absurd. And now we know for next time what the car is capable of, and we can adjust accordingly and not put so much grip in it. So anyway, again, jibber jabbering on. That was just, what a weekend. What a weekend. So I'm going to go ahead and end it here, get this stuff unloaded. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Goodbye.